Hello and welcome again to another edition of Friday Afternoon Divrei Torah. In this week's Parsha we read about Avraham Avinu and his open tent. The fact that Avraham Avinu was someone who did Hachnasat Orchim, who brought in guests into his house, no matter how difficult it was, no matter how bad he felt on that day, and tried to treat them with the utmost respect, tried to give them the best time, the best meal that they could have, and then send them on their way so they continue their journey. Yet later on in the Parsha we read something else. We read about how Yishmael behaved badly and how Sarah Imenu decides it is time for Yishmael to leave the house. So she comes to Avram and she says, Yishmael has to go. And Avram says, why? And she says, Yishmael is a bad influence on my son. He needs to go. And it's interesting to take these two things together. Because on the one hand, Avraham Avinu, and this is why Avraham Avinu had such a hard time with it, and God had to tell Avraham Avinu, you need to do this anyway. Avraham Avinu has a hard time with this because he says, I have an open house. I let everybody into my house. I have Arabs and I have nomads and I have idolaters. All these people come into my house and now I'm going to kick out my own son? How does that make any sense? And Sarah Imenu says there's a difference. Yes, you can open up your home. Yes, you can welcome people into your home. You could do whatever you want to as far as your home is concerned when you bring people in, as long as they don't start ruining the fabric and the rubric of your home. As soon as your home starts changing, as soon as your home starts being affected by the people that are coming into your home and ruining it, says Hashem, that is where we have to draw the line. We should have an open home. We should invite in people to our houses, but we shouldn't let them ruin the things that are sacred and important to us. That is why Sarah Imenu was right. That is why Avraham Avinu got it wrong. Because Avraham Avinu turned around and says, my house is open to all. And Sarah says, my house is not open to all. Yes, it is open to people. Yes, they can come in. Yes, I'm happy to give them something to drink. But they shouldn't go and they shouldn't ruin everything I stand for. And if they do, then they have no business being in my home. This is one of the messages we can take from this week's Parsha. Guarding our home, making sure that we bring the right things into our home and not giving our children the wrong messages. Have a very good Shabbos.